Hey guys, it's Nathan. It's Thursday. We're gonna get after it. So, what we're gonna talk about first is gonna be our warm-up. It's another 5-minute warm-up. We're gonna do 4 sets of 30-second strict press. So max rep strict press, 30 seconds. And then the following 30 seconds, we're gonna go into goblet squats, 30 seconds of goblet squats. We're gonna repeat that for 4 minutes. After your 4 minutes is up, then you're gonna go to an AMRAP of alternating V-ups. So alternating V-up, opposite leg to opposite arm. Good, alternating V-ups. Good, so you do as many of those as you can in 1 minute. That'll take care of our warm-up. Then we're gonna move into our push-pull strength. So we're gonna do 5. It's gonna be around 10 minutes of work total. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna start with the floor press. Just a couple pointers on the floor press today. So when you guys are in this bottom position, what we want you to think about is squeezing your upper back into the floor. So we want your lower upper back always be in contact with the floor. You're gonna press straight up and then make sure you stop and don't continue to press up. We're gonna continue to press up, Kai, into this position. We don't need to do that. All we need to do is keep our upper back, our scapula pressed into the floor. So back down and up, back down, and then do one more for me where you keep pushing forward. And we're gonna avoid that position, okay? So the thing today is keep your upper back nice and controlled, add some tempo in there, mix things up a little bit. So every minute on the minute, you're gonna do 12 reps. You do that for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna have 1 minute rest, and we're gonna go into our Romanian deadlift. So for your Romanian deadlift, what we want to talk about today is what your legs will be doing. So as you start to push down into your Romanian deadlift, you're going to push your hips back, and then you're going to have a slight bend at your knees. Go down as far as you can, maintaining your flat back position. A lot of this is going to be determined by your hamstring flexibility, etc., etc. So today, when you're pushing your hips back, it's okay to have that slight bend in the knee. In fact, we're looking for that slight bend. If you keep your legs straight, you end up just getting a stretch into your hamstring. So bend your knees a little bit, keep your back flat, and keep your arms engaged to hold the dumbbells in place. So make sure you're engaging your lats. You can do that for 5 minutes, and that's going to be 12 every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. Awesome. Moving into our push-pull WOD. So we're going to have 15 minutes of working out today. First, you're going to have 10 rounds. Within that 15 minutes, you have 10 rounds of a 100-meter run, right into 20 air squats. Once you finish those 10 rounds up, whatever time you have remaining, you can then go into an AMRAP. So let's say it takes you 10 minutes to finish the 10 rounds. That means you have 5 minutes remaining. Then you have an AMRAP with those 5 minutes of 7 hand release push-ups. Good. Followed by 7 dumbbell thrusters. So, from what we've been going over, we've been establishing a very nice, solid overhead position. Let's talk about the push-up real quick. So something as simple as the push-up, we want to make sure we get the most out of this movement here. And what we're going to do is at the bottom, we're going to go all the way down. Hands are going to be released. You're going to squeeze your core, make sure your midline's tight, and press up so that you have one body position. If you're slacking a little bit in your midline or getting a little tired, what can happen is as you go down, you'll hand release and you're going to arch up with your back first, and that's just a sign that your core isn't being engaged as much as we want to. If you find that super difficult, switch it to your knees, try to maintain that same thing. So you can also snake from this position. So if she goes down, she's going to lose her core, and you see how her upper back came up first. That's just because she wasn't engaging her core as much as she needed to be in order to keep that solid position. If you want to spice up that first 10 rounds a little bit more, you can hold your dumbbell and turn it into a goblet squat. You can use both and turn it into a weighted front squat. Just make sure that you're not using so much weight to where you're not getting into that second part of your AMRAP. We want to get at least 5 minutes of the 3 to 5 minutes of the AMRAP of push-ups and thrusters. So just make sure that you're gauging your pace correctly. to get that time frame or even more time frame into your AMRAP. And that's going to wrap it up for Thursday. We will see you tomorrow. Get after it.